PSG to create MSN 2.0, Barca to make Dembele football's next £100 million man, and all of this while Jurgen Klopp clings to Coutinho. Yes, it's been a big week in the transfer market, but the biggest story in the aftermath of last week's Neymar apocalypse has to be Ousmane Dembele to Barca. The Wonder Kid skipped training on Thursday. Wherever could he be? The rumours circulating about his price tag are so insane, you might think it was a PSG transfer. 108 million, say Sport 1. 135 million, say The Guardian. But even if those numbers make your head spin, stop for a moment and think. Is it actually worth it? You could say that Dembele is a player who frustrates as much as he delights, that others are much more important for Dortmund, and that they'll be getting a great deal on someone who only scored 6 Bundesliga goals last season. You could say that, but then your opinion would be shit and worthless. Sure, Dembele's still learning, but he's 20 years old and already a superstar in the making. And while Dortmund's top-notch scouting department could probably find them 10 players with the money they'll make, their plans for the new season have been thrown into chaos. But there's something even more important for Dortmund. Remember Şahin, Kagawa, Götze, Hummels, Gundogan, Mkhitaryan? They all left for big money, and I haven't even mentioned Lewandowski. That's why they haven't won the league for 5 years. They'll never overhaul Bayern if they can't hold on to talent. It's easy to say and hard to do, but if they could just keep hold of their best players, imagine what Dortmund could achieve. But here's the thing about Dembele and Dortmund. If the player really wants to go, there's probably nothing the club can do about it, apart from put a monster price on his head. So let's imagine Dembele does join Barca. With reports suggesting they're also lining up Philippe Coutinho, we here at Onefootball have been asking ourselves, will they both make the Barcelona first 11? No offence to either player, but there ain't no way they're dislodging Luis Suarez or Leo Messi. Sergio Busquets plays a completely different role, and even if he's getting on a bit, captain Andres Iniesta is a god. Could Coutinho play alongside him instead of Ivan Rakitic or Andre Gomez? Maybe, but doesn't that leave Barcelona a little bit short? Like, literally short, they're both tiny. Seriously, they can't lead all the tackling up to Busquets when they're up against La Liga's finest. If Ernesto Valverde sees it that way too, then Dembele and Coutinho will be fighting over one spot in the Barcelona team. That means Barca may sign a player for more than £100 million, and they might not even be first choice. Speaking of obscene sums of money, here's another word on PSG. I know, I'm sick of them too, but you just can't ignore them right now, because apparently more than doubling the global transfer record for Neymar wasn't enough. Oh no. Now they've somehow convinced Kylian Mbappe to say no to Zinedine Zidane. That's right, young Frenchman, Zidane, no. And there's more if you can bear to hear it. Various outlets are reporting that the Parisians will make a bid of about £80 million for Alexis Sanchez, who coincidentally has been ruled out at the start of Arsenal's season by an injury. So unless FIFA step in, it's possible PSG could have a front three of Mbappe, Sanchez, Neymar. Don't even have to change the hashtag. Look PSG, Real Madrid just about got away with this Galacticos bollocks because they had some history. You have none. I know you're still upset about losing the French title to Monaco, and yes, that is still funny, but watching you buy the Champions League would be no fun for anyone. So give it a rest and please, please let us talk about someone else.
Shit.
Football reunions are a beautiful thing. So here at Onefootball, we cheered with joy when Wesley Sneijder signed for Nice. The move brings him back together with a former teammate, the supremely talented and somewhat mad Mario Balotelli. These two were both part of Jose Mourinho's all-conquering Inter side back in 2010, winning the treble that year before Balotelli abandoned ship to join Man City. They can't expect a repeat of that success, but we expect some beautiful football. Sneijder was a glorious playmaker at his best, while Balotelli has rediscovered his form since moving to France. If Lucien Favre can get them linking up like in the good old days, then Nice will be a team to watch out for. This move is definitely a hit. But you know who's not? Tottenham. Here's a comprehensive list of their signings this summer. Not a single one. And to make matters worse, the sale of Kyle Walker, combined with a couple of injuries, has left Spurs seriously short at fullback. Things have got so bad that even Danny Rose has had enough. Quite where Danny Rose, of all people, gets the balls to say this, I have no idea. But if he's thinking it, then what's going through the minds of Eriksen, Alderweireld and Kane? Well, probably not much in Kane's case. I don't care that they have to save money for their new stadium. Arsenal signed Sead Kolasinac on a free, so blaming inflated transfer fees is a piss-poor excuse. Spurs, you're shit. Now, it's that part of the show where we jump into the transfer market sewer and sift through the filthiest excrement that the media has forced out this week. This time, it's the turn of the Daily Mail. Frankly, I don't know how it's taken us 3 weeks to get to them, but better late than never. After Andre Gray switched from Burnley to Watford, most people would probably have said he moved for money or that he thought Watford had a better chance of staying up. Something normal. But the Mail had another theory. A theory so damn crazy it might just be right. Watford set to seal Andre Gray transfer after Sean Dyche stopped his girlfriend from sitting in the director's box. What a bastard! No wonder he wanted out when the coach was treating his pop star missus like Gray himself would presumably treat homosexuals. Yes, we remember those tweets, Andre. So that's probably the only reason he left Burnley. Right, Daily Mail? There is no suggestion that the forward is leaving because of the club's treatment towards her. But that doesn't sound like a story then. Wait a minute. The Mail didn't blow this all out of proportion just so they could steal a bikini photo of someone's Instagram, did they? Daily Mail, your obsession with football wags is seriously creepy. 4 out of a possible 5 trash cans for you, you absolute weirdos. Consider yourselves trashed. Last week it was abuse, this week I leave you with a question. Could it be that PSG's possible MSN 2.0 is better than the Barcelona original? Mbappe, Sanchez, Neymar against Messi, Suarez and Neymar. Who wins? What do you think?